Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Metal Wings and I'm back in the studio. Finally got my new studio set up. Very excited to have it. As you can see, I have the MPC Live, I have the Maschine MK2. This is going to be the main workspace here. I have the MV8000 in another room next to this room, so just excited. It's been a long time since I've made videos or really produced beats. Just been being a family man, have a 2-year-old daughter, so spending a lot of time with her. But with the move into the new house, I'm gonna have a lot more free time to do music and to do videos and do different things like that. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe and follow me on this journey. So like I said, I've been using the MPC, I've been using the Maschine. I like them both. I like all types of stuff. I like gear. I'm a producer. I'm a gearhead. I like having different stuff and playing around with different things. So, you know, healthy competition in the marketplace is always good. I want to see both of these companies succeed so they can keep putting out good products for us to use. So there's a lot of fans of MPC out there. If you've seen any of my MV8000 videos, you may have heard me talk about this in the past, where they get so focused on the MPC and they're in love with it and what it can do that sometimes other machines and other software and things can be overlooked because people are so hyped on the MPC. So I'm going to do a comparison on the workflow between the two, just to give people an idea on where, yes, the Maschine is a little bit different in terms of it has scenes versus sequences and the way things are named, and the flow is a little bit different, but at the end of the day, both are very fast and you should be able to make beats on either one lightning fast. So first I have the MPC pulled up here, and in this demo project they had one sequence. I copied it over. So in the MPC, everything is based around first your program, which is basically what's on the pads. So I'm on track 1, and on track 1 there's this Urban Kit Sensation kit assigned to track 1. So it's a drum kit, okay? And then on track 2, there's a Rhodes, and so on and so on. So you put your program on the track, whether it's a drum kit or a sound that you're playing, you know, keyboard style on the pads, whatever. From there you record, you know, your drums into track 1, the Rhodes would be in track 2, and you build what's called a sequence, which is here on top. So you can see on the top left up here is where the sequences are. Sequence 1, you can go down sequence 2, that's the one I copied, so it's the same sequence. And the way you build your track, mostly the way the MPC has worked is producer would grab a sample, chop it up onto the pads, get either a reverse part or a hook part, and then from there copy that sequence to a second sequence and then either add or remove. So maybe remove some sounds, change up the bass line, whatever, and then just keep on duplicating the sequences over and adding things, removing things, and building the track from there. It's important to make sure that if you just go to a new sequence, for example, if I go here, now when I switch the tracks, see, I'm switching the tracks here, but the kit doesn't change. So when I go back to sequence 2, now all the proper programs are loaded up on the proper tracks. You see that? So now if I go to this sequence and I copy it, now when I go to that sequence, everything, oops. When I go to that sequence, all of the correct programs are going to line up on the track. So that's where starting with the sequence and keep duplicating it in the MPC works really well. So in this one, they have the intro part all in one sequence, 16 bars. Usually you do maybe a 2 or 4 bar sequence and go from there. So it's fast if you have a plan in mind and you're working with sample chops, and you can go kind of quick. So now let's head over to Maschine and see what's a little bit different. In Maschine you have groups. You have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and then you can double them up into A1, B2, etc. So in Maschine you have, let's say, group A, put a drum kit, similar to a program in the MPC. What I like about Maschine is up in here you have your main track sequence, so you have all your scenes. This is scene 1, then I can go to scene 2, is highlighted. Scene 3, you can navigate pretty easily and build your track in sort of in a linear way, like kind of a traditional DAW. Or you can play with the patterns. So the way Maschine works is you have patterns for each group. Okay, so within group A, I'm going to play this beat. And then I'm on group A, and I'm on chorus drums now. So I can go to pattern 1 and trial that, see how that sounds. Okay, if I want to change up the synth pattern, I can change it up very easily. And I can swap out the patterns very easily. Take that out. Take that out. And it's so easy for me to move around to the different groups and take things out. I can take the drums out, put the drums back. So I like that way of working a little bit. It got really fast for me when I was really digging into Maschine, when I first had it and really got comfortable with it. Just being able to put in the different patterns and stay on one scene and sort of in that beat building phase, that first creative phase where you're playing with different things, it's just so fast for me to go from the drums to the bass to the keys or whatever, right from the hardware, play different parts, switch out different patterns, and then once I have a bunch of patterns that I like, sequence it later. And then if an artist comes through and I'm demoing beats for them, I can give them different options for drums, like, oh, if you don't like this one, let me just switch it out over here. On the MPC, it's just a little bit tougher for me to do that. I know there's ways to do it. I know there's workarounds. I know a lot of you watching this are masterminds on the MPC and can make a banger in 37 seconds. I totally get that. If you've been using MPCs for decades, of course you're going to do that. For me, I think the Maschine's a little bit faster of a workflow, but obviously there's benefits to the MPC as well. So, you know, think about both, learn about both before you make a decision and invest your hard-earned money. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully I can help answer, and let me know what else you want to see in terms of these videos. Look forward to catching up with a lot of you guys and hearing what you guys got in store as well. All right, peace.